that was a goof. Welcome to episode 3 of The Booth. I'm Dennis Swan, and as usual, I got to introduce my cohorts, Mr. Josh Silver.
Hello, everybody.
And Mr. Tyler Holmes.
Do you want me to do a delayed reaction too, or just go right into it?
No, you might as well do it. He did the delayed.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. All right. Well, boys, I got to say, I think the last couple of episodes, I just got the stats tonight. Before we came on, episode 1, we got like 73 views for the first episode. And we got 69 for the second one. But the second episode, we got, in 1 week, we had the same amount of views that we did for 2 months. So, Kudos to the boys, because that's pretty good. That's a hell of a lot more than I thought we would get. And we even have subscribers.
Any hate mail yet?
You know what? I haven't looked at, well, that's something else I forgot to do the last episode. For anybody out there, if you want to email us, just thebooth5150@gmail.com. That's all. So simple. If you have topic suggestion, just want to say hello, you have a complaint about Josh or Tyler, by all means, send me that email, and we'll look into that for you.
So my wife can send her complaints to you? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I'm the only one that really can get into it, but I can also get rid of the ones I don't like either, so I got a bit of control there.
So our sometimes guest, Max, comes on, and he spent a couple hours with me this weekend showing me what I don't know about YouTube, which was significant. And he says those 70 views, the 71 and 69, they have to watch the thing in its entirety. If you just click on it and fast forward, it won't register that.
Oh, we might have had 1 million views then.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Like for 70 people to have watched it clear through. Admittedly, I was one of them on both of them, but
I didn't watch the whole thing though.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, wow.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
I just, skipped through and.
Well,
Max also got me as a subscriber. So.
A subscriber?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, not a conflict of interest?
Well, no, I'm boosting my ego by boosting our numbers.
Oh, okay. Geez, I might have to have Max call a meeting or something. Geez, I'm not as smart at this stuff as I thought I was.
So thebooth5150@gmail.com.
Well, actually, sorcery. We're gonna put it right here. Ooh, there you go. There you have it. Also, boys, since we got subscribers and we seem to have a bit of a following here, I don't want to see any Jeffrey tubening going on here either. I don't want any junk getting flashed during a Zoom meeting. So just make that clear. And didn't I get an email the next day from Zoom right after that about how to have a secure meeting? As if they thought I would be flashing junk or whatever.
Well, you are prone to doing that, Dennis.
What?
You are prone to doing that,
Oh, yeah, but
You really,
it's pixelated. What?
You really got to wonder about that. That's insanity. Like, first
It's a cry for help.
I know it must be because I don't know anything about computers, but I can hit the mute and turn off button.
I don't know anything about this. What happened?
Oh, you didn't? Oh, he was, I think, a New Yorker reporter or something.
Yeah, some
KNYX radio in New York. They were having a Zoom meeting, apparently, and there was a timeout, a lunch thing or something. So everybody was still kind of on, but they could go have a break, I guess. So I guess this Jeffrey Toobin decided to expose himself, and he masturbated.
No.
Right on a Zoom meeting.
And a Zoom meeting, and he didn't. He thought the video mute or whatever was on, according to him. But so it got him in a lot of trouble.
happen to anybody, I guess.
It's got to be a cry for help. Like if anything's going to excite me in life to want to masturbate, it's not going to be a Zoom meeting. I can assure you.
I guess
Well,
you
that's
don't know
good
what
to know,
spices
Josh.
your life up.
That is just insanity. Like, what's the guy doing?
Oh man, this, you know what? This, I give up. I give up on the world. I really do.
Like, how hard up are you that?
I mean, New Yorker report. He must be making a bit of quid, you know. I don't know. But anyway, moving on from perverted Zoom meetings. Josh, it was something it was discussed. I don't think it made it in the episode. Remember one of your piss-offs, I believe, was something about DQ not putting cherries or something. Do you remember that?
Oh, I remember it because
Yeah.
I did all kinds of research, and
So did I.
They buried it. It's a conspiracy.
Okay.
So they got rid of cherries, which I have no idea why they would do that. If let's just say they cost $5 a piece, you pass it under the
$5
customer.
a piece.
I don't know, like
What kind of cherries are?
Why would they cancel it? Like that's the whole saying is a cherry on top. And then they get rid of it, and then there's no mention of it, Tyler. Okay? I'm telling you.
They taste like shit anyway, so.
They do taste like shit, and they are horrible, but you're getting it, and you're paying for it. Just pass the cost on to the customer. Let us have our cherry, or at least say, you know what, folks, we've decided to get rid of it because we want to save the rainforest. Or something like, let's acknowledge it, or let's have it.
Yeah, those Amazon cherries. They're, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I think I offered an explanation. It's like a lot of cost-cutting measures that organizations do. Now, American Airlines, for example, 1987, they removed one olive from their salads. I said, if you guys remember, they saved $50 million a year.
Oh, I remember.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I have to call bullshit on myself because it was not $50 million. Seemed a little preposterous to me because they're, $50 million for olives. You could buy, pretty near a whole jet with that. They save $40,000 a year, but that's still nothing to sneeze at. But there's another cost-cutting measure that was done by Northwest Airlines. They took limes. They used to cut them into 10 slices for their drinks. They saved $500,000 a year by cutting them into 16 slices. If you can believe that. That's true. It's on the internet.
$500,000?
$500,000 by just basically stretching limes. And there's fuel, like I said, everything's weight, right? Everything's weight on a plane that burns fuel. So they're either carrying the same or they're carrying less. So they're saving fuel or not burning much more fuel. So that's the way it is. But also, did you know that American Airlines used to have their planes bare metal? They never painted them because paint adds 500 pounds of weight to a plane.
Wow, that much, huh?
That much. So by doing that, they're saving fuel. But to your cherry thing, I don't think it's $5 a cherry. But I think, have you gone to DQ since, Josh? Maybe asked them about the cherry thing?
No, I buy their product because I'm not strong enough to not buy their product. But I'm drawing the line where I'm not making verbal communication with them. That's
I went to the website.
Okay.
For DQ, and apparently they haven't gotten rid of them. I'm saying, you might be right. Maybe they did, but I went straight to the horse's mouth here. I'm going to quote this.
Okay.
At all DQ restaurants, a sundae is made with soft serve and a topping of choice. Other toppings like whipped topping, nuts, or cherries are available and often at an extra charge. They are not part of the ingredients of a DQ sundae. That's from the website. So if you go to Dairy Queen Just see if you can get a cherry. See, I don't know how much extra, like, would be what, a nickel?
Exactly.
But I don't, but not everybody likes cherry. I mean, I don't like cherries, but
I could easily do without it, but it's iconic.
well, it is, but
Don't
yeah.
laugh at me, Tyler. I'm sensitive about this.
Oh my gosh. Now, Tyler,
Yeah.
what's on the table?
Well, it's got a couple things, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, thinking about the upcoming apocalypse, if something does happen, if it's world ending, like civilization crumbling, would you want to survive through it?
Hell
If
no.
the apocalypse happens, civilization ends, do you
Nope.
want to survive through it?
Nope. I hear the bombs or I see the first mushroom cloud. I'm out in my lawn chair with a bottle of Jack. I'm going to wait for the blast to hit me.
Just watch the fireworks.
Watch the fireworks and just get incinerated.
How
I
about
don't
you,
think the world
Josh?
would be a nice place, to be honest. Be nothing left. No food, no nothing. No TV.
Just thinking the current climate of the world,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So, what about you, Josh?
Well, I think that Will Smith or Tom Cruise could only be the kind of people and character to survive an apocalypse. No, I think I'd love to say, oh, I can do it, I can survive. But you're right. Even if you could, it's
You
probably
won't
just
do.
a slow, inevitable death. That's probably something like starvation or some disease. So yeah,
Well, the radiation poisoning won't be too good either.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it could be like The Simpsons and all turn into a bunch of zombies at that point.
Well, yeah, but
You know, David Attenborough. You know him?
Yeah.
He put out maybe his last documentary, and it's his not call. It's his life perspective, kind of, and it's
Is that
basically
the new one on there right now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty good actually. And he talks about how he's just this young man, and I'm telling you, he is a young man, and he's off in the jungles of Borneo, and he's tracking orangutans and stuff like this. And then he'll show throughout the decades how the world has changed and how many species have died and how big the population's getting. And then he'll go back to places, and he references that, that awful video where walruses are jumping off the cliff.
Yeah.
Anyway, he says we got to act. If we don't act, we're screwed. And then there's a point in the movie where he says there were 5 mass extinctions in the history of Earth. And he said, frankly, if we don't turn things around and there's a mass extinction, it won't destroy the Earth, but we won't be around after that. Something else will be.
yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So,
Wow.
There's your happy thought for the day.
Well, that's a downer. All right, Ty, you got something happier?
Yeah, speaking of world ending, we're going to talk about the gummy bears.
oh,
Well,
dear.
you know what? I kind of chickened out of it in a way, but did you do them,
Dennis.
Josh?
Dennis. I'm just writing Dennis's name, then Tyler's name, and then Josh's name. So next to Josh, I'm going to write 6 gummy bears. Dennis, how many can I put next to your name?
Right now, 0.
0.
But that's not to say I'm not going to do it. I just didn't have time to do it.
And
But I'm planning a show.
couple of things, because I think Tyler has more about this. And I do have a video I can show you. I had Max video me eating them. Lucy, actually. But anyway, to quote Winnie the Pooh, I had a little grumbly in the tumbly. But that was about it. And
Okay.
and the other thing is, and it's not the fault of these things, I don't think, but I don't really care for gummy anything. They didn't really do it for me. They weren't. I know that wasn't the point for them to be awesome and delicious, but
So how did they taste after a few years? Were they all right, Ty? Or
I did comment on how hard they were. But
okay. All right.
Yeah, they were hard and chewy, but they tasted fine.
Did they?
They taste like a good gummy bear to me. Yeah.
The
Not
clear
bad.
ones, the pineapple ones were good.
I couldn't tell what flavor they were because I just jammed them all in.
So how many can I put next to your name, Tyler? Because Dennis,
Oh.
you didn't hear, Dennis has 0 next to his name.
30 plus.
30 plus, okay. All right, go ahead, Tyler. Give us the report.
So are you going to do more or are you done?
I'd have to. The kids each ate 3, and I got 12.
Whoa! You put your kids through that?
Mhm.
The peppers weren't enough. You gave them.
No, this is a family of
Attention.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
3. Their intestinal system is smaller.
so do you want me to break it down what happened?
Sure.
Hello everybody, Tyler here. Gonna do the Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. It's supposed to be fairly laxative, super laxative, according to read the reviews. Some of them probably eat 5, 6 to start, wait half an hour, 45 minutes, and then eat a bunch more and see what happens. Alright, so here they are. Little bag of goodies. Try eating 5 of them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, here we go. Tastes pretty good. Not too bad. All right, let's see what happens. Talk to you later. All right, back again. Nothing yet. It's been like half an hour, 45 minutes or so. So I'm just gonna eat the whole bag. See what happens. All right. All right. See you later. Hello again. It's been about an hour. I had about 30 some gummy bears so far. Nothing yet. So maybe they're duds. I don't know. Getting ready to go to bed now. So maybe they'll hit me in the middle of the night. Don't know. We'll see. Have a good one. Okay. So it's the middle of the night. Don't get diarrhea, but there's a lot of pains in my guts. It feels like someone's squeezing them pretty hard and a lot of gas. But no diarrhea yet, but a lot of gas. Okay, so go back to sleep or try to see what happens in the morning. Okay, it's morning now. Pain's gone in my stomach, still a lot of gas, and the diarrhea started. So see where it goes from there. Enjoy. Okay, so it's been all day now. Just the one bout of diarrhea, which is not too bad considering all the reviews how bad it's supposed to be. But the pains in the guts, they were pretty bad. A lot of pain. Never had pain like that in a long time. And gas, really bad gas. So I guess the reviews could be true. I would, yeah. Certain people probably get a lot of diarrhea from that. So feel free to try them if you want. Okay, bye.
And then I was taking the garbage bin out to the end of the driveway, and I had to turn around and run back in the house. So I'm not saying I would have shit my pants, but
Wait a sec. You went up to the end of your driveway?
yeah.
You went like a quarter mile
Yeah,
up your driveway.
yeah.
Well, I was taking
For
the
our
compost bin out to the end of because it was compost day. So I got a quarter of the way out of the driveway, and then I had to turn around and beat it back.
Well, you could have just gone in the compost bin, couldn't you?
Yeah,
A bit of a climb, but
for our listeners, Tyler's driveway is like the length of a runway.
oh, it's like a section of Trans-Canada Highway,
Yeah.
just with gravel.
So you're doing a shuffle scoot all the way home?
Well, no, just a fast jog. I'm not saying I would have shit my pants, but it was close. Like, and then when I did sit on the toilet, it did. That's not like the reviews said. There was diarrhea, but not like the hot spewing lava like some of the reviews said.
So
And
your
what's that? What's that?
Your safety zone for those is more than 6 gummies, less than 30.
I'd say it's a lot less than 30.
Yeah, because my stomach was flipping. I was having experiences.
Yeah. But once I had one bout of diarrhea, it's okay then. Except for my stomach. My stomach hurt for most of that day and part of the night.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've gone down a rabbit hole here. Oh, I don't know what the viewership's going to be like for this one, but anyway.
But
This is.
I should give some background here. Like these
I'm
Haribo gummy bears, right?
I'm
They're
minding my own
sugar-free.
business. Go ahead. Sorry.
They're sugar-free, and they're supposed to be like if you read the reviews, they're hilarious, but they don't sound real. Like, they don't sound legit. They just sound like stories that people made up for these on Amazon reviews. So,
You mean like Penthouse Forum, you mean? Not that I ever read Penthouse. People told me about it. But
You've got the compost 1K run to prove it.
So
I show up to work, minding my own business, and on my desk when I get there is this.
Josh's allotment.
And
well, I guess I got to get you some more, Josh.
it's like contraband on my desk. So
from the sounds of it, I got to do at least 30 of these. No, actually, I'm going to do 20 maybe. No, 15. I might do 15.
Well,
and
you're going down by
know.
5 every time you speak.
yeah. Well, when I'm thinking of his pains that he was having, I don't want those pains. I get enough of that for my pig breakfast on Sundays. I don't need any more pain.
I never had pains in my stomach like that before, like in a long time.
Well, that's saying a lot for you, believe me. Considering, you had what? How many burger loves? 20?
Oh, over 20.
20, 22?
Yeah.
Whatever. That's a lot of pain there too. It's good.
A lot of meat sweats.
Well, meat sweats, exactly. But yeah. Yep. No. Yep. I think I'll try 15. That's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do 15, and then we'll see. I'm gonna see how that goes. I think 30. Whoa. You're a braver man than I am.
So my brother, who gave you said hot pepper, he ate one.
What? Sorry. So slow down. Which pepper?
The scorpion.
Okay. Good.
So he was making salsa at the time.
Okay.
So he had 6 scorpion peppers. He cut them all up and ate half of one. So he put 5 and a half in the salsa and ate half of one. And he said he had 4 or 5 seeds and said pepper. And so he said it was uncomfortable, but he was okay. Like, he got through it.
And that's
But
it?
then,
Okay.
no, go ahead.
No, I was, go ahead.
But so he got through it. He said it was uncomfortable and whatever. Like, he didn't throw up or anything, but he said it was bad. Then, after he was doing his salsa, he finished it all up, boiled it. He went and took a shower. And then the first thing he washed was his junk.
Uh-huh.
And that proceeded to catch on fire and nearly burned everything right off him.
Oh.
So he said, in the shower, trying to wash himself off, he says, now I know why people wear gloves when they're dealing with hot peppers.
Ah, that's grand. That's grand.
To all the kids.
He said it burned for a couple hours.
To all the kids out there, please don't try any of this. And mothers, get your kids out of the rooms. There's probably going to be more of this. Oh, we were going so good.
You were a little bummed when Tyler was talking about donating his colon to science experiments, but then it took a turn for the worse, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Well,
I think we're going to be getting some emails now.
Well, what was the name of the reporter at the beginning of the show, Dennis?
Well, you know what? That pales. Pales now.
I know, but if he ate the pepper.
Now, if he had that, well, so in addition to the lewdness, he'd be screaming.
Yeah, see? He could join our podcast. You have Dennis, you got a beep button or anything?
You know what? We'll have to. Yeah, I don't know. I got to look into that. I'll see if anything is on Amazon. Well, I guess there'd be another disclaimer before this episode. Gastrointestinal and genital references. They really hurt that much in the shower, though?
Yeah, he said
He actually felt it burning.
It was like someone put acid on his junk.
Oh.
I cut up Scotch bonnets years ago, and then I was sweating, and I went like that on my forehead, and it looked like I had taken my nails and gouged deep in. It was 2 red stripes, and it stung for hours.
All right, do we have anything that doesn't involve bodily functions from you?
No, not right now.
No, that's it?
No.
Reading any good books lately?
Good books?
Yeah. I know you read about 100 a week, but...
Well, no, I used to read probably a book a week. Now I'm down to probably like 2 books a month.
$2 a month.
Yeah.
You know how long it took me to read Dune, Josh?
Dune would be a hard one to get through for me.
It took me close to 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. I think that was when... you gave it to me a couple of years. Well, or was it a year, maybe a year and a half.
I don't remember.
I had it a long time.
Year and a half, anyways.
But Dune Messiah, thankfully, was like a normal sized. Last time I read a book that big was The Stand, I think.
That was good. I read that.
Yeah. I read it like back in the 90s. That was great. Then the miniseries, great miniseries too.
That was Bachman books, wasn't it? Or was that a different?
No,
Was he Stephen King?
No, Stephen King. He wrote it under Stephen King. Right?
Yeah.
I still haven't read The Stand.
It's
You
actually.
still ever read it?
No, not yet. I have it home. I have it here, but never read it yet.
Oh, I recommend it. All right, she's long.
Yeah, well.
But you could read it in a month.
That doesn't bother me.
I read the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and it took me forever. And I skimmed like all the lineage and stuff. I skipped over it.
Oh,
like,
really?
It wouldn't just introduce Dennis Swan. It would say Dennis Swan, son of so and so, who won this battle, whose grandfather won this. But like it would be a paragraph of introducing.
That's my second favorite series. Like those books, I could read those books in a week. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you read The Hobbit?
Oh yeah. You got to read The Hobbit first.
Yeah, I didn't read The Hobbit.
The Hobbit's quick. It's like 250 pages. So.
Everybody's familiar with those Mr. Clean magic erasers, right?
Yeah.
Science or sorcery? Well, there is science behind them. Because I cleaned the shower, cleaned the tub with them, and my God, it was the easiest thing I ever did. So I did a little research. And they're made up mainly of 4 ingredients. Melamine, which is the grit in it, in the sponge. Formaldehyde, just, chemical ingredient. Sodium bisulfite, and water. And you know what? You can use them wet or dry. It'll get the same result. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I always thought they'd be damp.
No, I think they said you can use them wet or dry. Again, the booth educating the public.
I'm drawing a blank here.
Oh my God.
Didn't press record.
Oh, that's recording.
Now it is, because I just hit it.
Oh.
So all that's, well.
Oh,
okay,
dear.
well, you know what? It's probably good we didn't get a lot of that anyway, because we got too political.
That's true.
Oh my God. I gotta have notes here.
You need a big sign.
Reminder. Flashing light.
We should all be.
Yeah, we take equal parts responsibility. We told you we'd remind you. We didn't notice either.
Okay, folks, I did it again like episode 2. Anyway, well, we're not too bad. We got a little time left, I think. We can. But, all right, well, let's just get right into it. An article I came across was Toronto Blue Jays slugger Ryan Rowdy Tellez and first base coach Mark Budzinski are accused of leaving a pair of Toronto landlords on the hook for thousands of dollars. Apparently, these are like $4,100 a month apartments that are right near the Sky Dome or whatever it's called, Rogers Center now. And they said because they're living in the U.S., they shouldn't have to pay. That's kind of a deadbeat thing to do, I think. What do you guys think?
I totally agree.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
Tellez made like $850,000 in a signing bonus, so he could afford it.
Right. Plus, they signed a lease. It's not.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They think, oh well, we moved to the U.S. I mean, they'd be on a lot of shit lists in Toronto whenever things do get back to some kind of normalcy.
Right.
But anyway, they got lawyers acting on it, and now it's kind of funny because they mentioned the Budzinski, a first base coach. I don't know what first base coaches make, but in the off season, he's a realtor.
Oh, so probably not much. But
can't see it being much.
It doesn't matter. That's beside the point.
No, they came up here. Exactly. I think it's pretty low. It's pretty low-handed thing to do. Yeah. But I hope the landlords get something for it or whatever. But I'll tell you, it's going to be point of contention going down the road. Then there's going to be contingencies now that landlords are going to put on these baseball players for sure. That in the event of a pandemic or whatever, you're still, bound to this contract. So,
right.
But yeah, so that was kind of a bummer. And I got kind of an odd news item. This is months old. But
Can I interrupt you really quick?
Sure.
Quick Google search says between the first base coach would make between 100 and 140,000 a year.
140 grand. Well, that's nothing to sneeze at.
No.
Yeah, but if he's paying $4,100 a month for his apartment.
Well,
but he didn't have to. He signed the lease.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense why he is. Yeah, anyways.
Yeah, he could live out in Etobicoke.
Right.
They want to live right downtown where all the action is, right on, Yonge Street or Bay Street or whatever wherever the hell it is. Anywho, this is an odd news item. I'm trying to clear off my slate here and get some new topics going. So we're actually doing pretty good. I got the first part of my notes all pretty well gone now. But months ago, a Los Angeles woman said she has been suffering from PTSD.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
You're going down another rabbit hole, Dennis.
We are, but I'm not getting into details like some of you guys did. Anyway.
I'm not aware, so you have to explain.
It's kind of partially like what Tyler was going through, except, this poor woman anyway. This woman was in her car on Hollywood Boulevard, after going to a Thai restaurant. And right on the Hollywood Boulevard, a man dragged her out of her vehicle into the middle of the street and proceeded to dump a bucket of hot diarrhea all over. So it's bad enough you get hauled out of a car.
Okay.
So you're almost thinking of carjacking. But in the quote, it was diarrhea, hot liquid. I was soaked, and it was coming off my eyelashes and into my eyes. Paramedics who came to treat me said there was so much of it on me that it looked like the man was saving it up for a month.
Can I ask some questions?
Well, I'll see if I can provide answers, Josh.
Did he eat gummy bears beforehand?
Now, boys. Oh, poor woman.
Was this a random act of violence, or was it a...
Well, there's actually a bigger story here because around LA, there's been quite a rise in homeless people doing random attacks on people. This was one of them. And there are people just walking down the street and homeless guys who are diagnosed, schizophrenic, meth heads, all that. They are just randomly hitting people. And this is right on Main Boulevard. This isn't in this isn't in Watts or, some of the bad areas of LA. This is like right in Hollywood and all that. So there's been quite a rise in it. But they get processed and then they're released again.
Well, yeah, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
for the volume of a bucket to be hot,
Well, that's what I gave. Saving up for a month, it's not going to be hot,
Yeah.
but now but she has to go every 3 months now for testing.
Oh, that's horrible.
Maybe for years, I don't know.
The fact that the word eyelashes got into the comment is horrific.
Yeah, and now she's dealing with the PTSD, but she said he doesn't need jail time. He needs mental health care. I have empathy for him because he needs help. Well, I don't know how I would be after that, but she's obviously forgiven him. So,
Which reminds me of a grade school song we used to sing. Some people think it's funny, but it's really hot and runny. Diarrhea.
oh boys, emails. Oh.
So remember to direct all that hate mail at what's the email address again?
Oh, why it's daboo5150@gmail.com.
Yeah.
There you go. We just report it. But so Josh, anything else?
Well, I think I kept accurate notes of what we covered before, but I wanted to say that I think this is the opinion section of the podcast, that nuts should never be in baked goods. I just want to go on record of saying that.
I agree. Yes. Yes.
And I love nuts and I love baked goods, but they should never be together.
There is.
No.
I agree. Yes.
No, there is time when nuts still belong in baked goods.
They give us an example.
Pecan tart.
Excuse me.
Pecan pie.
I'll give you that one. That's one.
Don't like either of them. I don't like either of them.
Any others, Tyler?
Oh, well, some good walnuts in your, what's the butterscotch squares or whatever they are.
I'm thinking like brownies with walnuts.
Oh.
Why would you do
Yeah.
that? Why would
Sometimes crushed peanuts and brownies is pretty good.
Never tried that. Anyway, let's just keep the baked goods and the nuts separate. Let's enjoy them on their own.
Oh, I got some.
So,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
this my biggest pet peeve is roundabouts and people that follow the leader. Once one car goes, 15 cars go through. That irks me to no end.
I've been saying that for years.
If you just slowed up for 2 seconds up to the yield sign, everybody would be able to get in and go. Just be
everybody gets a shot.
And when they don't even look, they just blaze forward. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got my dash cam now. I got dash cam on. I'm catching all kinds of nice stuff. It could be a segment thing here.
Isn't it like Russia? I was watching some Russian videos there this week.
Were you?
Yeah. Dash cam stuff.
Yeah.
Accidents.
There's crazy stuff, eh?
Yeah.
I love the ones where there's like a motorcycle with a sidecar and a full-grown grizzly bear sitting in the sidecar, and everybody's just going to work like, oh yeah, of course.
I'd be scared to death to drive in Russia.
Never saw that one. Now I got to look for that now. And then of course, Josh's continuous flow intersection stuff. That nightmare is going to befall us next year, I guess.
When does that open? Did they announce?
I don't know.
It looks like it's ready to roll.
It's getting pretty close, yeah.
Well, I might be going for a drive there with my dash cam.
Let's be the first to do it in the whole country. Let's put it on the highway. Why put it on a side street? Let's go highway speeds. Let's do it.
When roundabouts give people problems.
Yeah, when roundabouts freak people out.
All right. Oh, I got something related to PEI. PEI, unique male first names.
I want to add.
I've never heard these names anywhere else, except maybe. Well, we got. All right, we got Blois. First one, and we know a couple of Bloises anyway.
I know 3.
I bet you probably do. Sterling.
I know 2 Sterlings.
The only, well, I know one Sterling over here, but Sterling Marlin NASCAR driver. That's the only time I ever heard that name. Well, Wendell's kind of a not as bad, but I know it's prevalent over here. A lot of Wendell.
We have that in the States.
Yeah. Then you got Eustace
Mm-hmm.
and Halbert.
What about Blythe?
Yeah, so
Blythe, yes.
I got Blythe. I added Sterling, which I think would be awesome to name my kid. Sterling Silver.
Well, I guess Max is getting a new name.
You're gonna change it?
Then 2 names, Shannon and Kim, but for males. That's unique to me.
Well, I knew a couple of Kimballs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, went to school with a couple of Kimballs.
All right.
So
And then
I've heard that one.
Darcy. There's no Darcy for a male in the States.
There's none?
No.
Really?
I mean, it would
Come on,
be
300 million people? Come on.
significantly uncommon. And then the last one I was telling Tyler this is Major.
Well, Deacon's Kid on King of Queens, that's the only time I ever heard that.
No, I know 2 majors. 2, I think.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, Major Stewart, Dixie Lee owners, which I never got to go to this year. Yep. Okay. So there's a Major there. All right. That's the only one.
Yeah.
No, you're not Islanders, so you don't know.
What?
You're not Islanders, so you don't get to meet all these people.
Well, neither's Josh.
That's what I said.
He's CFA too. Like
Yeah.
we're CFAs, Josh. You know, has anybody ever told you that you'll never be a PE Islander?
I always joke that my kids will have more credibility than me.
No, they don't have credibility either.
Well, they'll be born here.
Your parents aren't from here, though. Well, I guess Rachel is.
Yeah, Rachel's family.
Oh my gosh. Gentle Island, my ass. Well, anyway, boys, I say we call it a show. It was, if anything, it was definitely one for the books. I don't know how the hell I'm going to edit it, but I'll figure out something.
So, what's the next challenge going to be? We'll have to think of that.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you guys can think that up.
Well, yeah, I'll put my thinking cap on.
You do that. You do that. And on that note, that ends episode 3 of The Booth. I'm Dennis Swan. And again, I'd like to thank my co-hosts, Josh Silver and Tyler Holmes.
Have a good one.
And as always, we will have a spot reserved for you next time in The Booth. Good night, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Night.